Hi guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Trying to get back onto my storytime grind. You know my storytime grind, the good old days. So this storytime is about to be about how I'm gonna say I got fucking like scammed by this personal trainer, because to me, the shit that he said he could do, he just could not fucking do it. Okay, so in December, I decided that, I really want to start fucking working out. Like, I was just tired of looking how I was looking. I just felt like disgusting in my own body constantly. Like, I had just put on like hella weight, and I just was like really not liking myself. Like, I just hated staring at myself every fucking day. So I was scrolling on my Facebook one day, and I saw this guy. And he was talking about, he was in somebody's comment section who was like, they were like, I want to unbig my back. And he was like, oh, like, I'm a personal trainer, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up hitting him up on Facebook, but his Facebook wasn't working. So I found his Instagram, and I texted him on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, you're a personal trainer, like, blase, blase, And so he replies back to me, like, rather fast. And he's like, yeah, I am a personal trainer. Like, this is kind of like what I offer. And I'm like, okay, can I have a breakdown of your prices? So the price that I ended up picking was $300 a month, which on $300 a month is a lot of money. That is a lot of money to be giving anybody. $300 a month, what is that? Like $2,400 a year? Like, that's a lot of money. But, I was just like really like wanting to invest in myself and invest in my looks, and, just like, it's investing in my looks, but that was also investing like in my mental health. Like, that's something that I really I was like, I need this for myself. So he's like, yeah, I have a private gym. I'm going to send you a meal plan, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my family, like, I'm really excited because I really wanted to get back in shape. Like, my best shape for myself was like 135 pounds. I was like 182. So obviously there's quite a difference there from what I was like looking to try to get like back down to. Like, sorry, that's my dog. Now I'm 144, so I'm not even back down to like 135, which was my best like shape. But anyway, so the first session, if I remember correctly, the first fucking session, I drive to the gym early in the morning. And the guy was like, what time do you usually wake up? And I was waking up early at that time. And I was like, oh, I usually wake up at like, I don't even know. Let's just say I said like 9 o'clock or something. I'm pretty sure this motherfucker told me to come to the gym at like 7 a.m. or something fucking like bonkers, something hella bonkers. So I wake up, I go to the gym, I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm here. Hello, I'm here. And I did like a one session at first, like all $50 session. Like, I didn't pay the whole $300 at first. I did a $50 session. So I'm like, I'm here. No response. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I woke up early as fuck. So I end up waiting a little bit longer, and then I just end up leaving. And he, like, I don't even know what time later, maybe like an hour later, hour or two later, he starts calling my phone. I'm declining him because I was just like, you wasted my time and you pissed me off this morning quite badly. So finally he texts me. He's like, hey, can you please give me a call back, like, when you have a chance? I work the night shift, and like I like overslept or something, and I was like, what the fuck? So he texted me like offering me like a deal or something. He's like, I'll take this money off, like, give me another chance, let's try it again, blah blah blah. Can you come back later? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I either went back later or I went back the next day. This was in December, so like honestly the details are like kind of fuzzy. But he was like, either come back later or come back the next day. And I was like, okay. So I ended up going back or whatever. My first session was good. Like, my first session was good. But he told me he was going to send me the meal plan that night. Didn't end up sending me the meal plan that night. But he was like, well, because he didn't send me the meal plan because I didn't tell him what I like to eat. Don't you have a meal plan, though, that you're supposed to be sending out? And then, you guys, when he did send me the meal plan was bullshit. I'm pretty, in the meal plan, it told me to eat a handful of lettuce for one of my snacks or one of my meals or something. I don't know. A handful of fucking lettuce, and it was like ground turkey and lettuce, like as a meal or something. Like, no. And like zucchini. And I was like, I don't like zucchini. And I'm never going to eat a handful of lettuce. I'm not a rabbit. I won't be doing that. So, no. So, I ended up going back, another time for another session. That was good. And then, I want to say, either after our second or third session, and then I would get there earlier than him sometimes. Like, or I would get there on time, but he wouldn't fucking Like, he wasn't there yet one of the times. I don't remember. But our second or third or our fourth session, one of those sessions, after he texted me, he was like, what side of town do you live on? And I was like, this side of town? Like, what the fuck? So I was thinking he was going to tell me, like, oh, can you come in earlier for our session, or can you come? I don't even know what I thought he was going to say. But this motherfucker says to me, okay, we're out of EOS. We're out of the other gym indefinitely. In who? The reason I was comfortable paying, sorry, I have like plant flies. Like, I have hella plants in here. So they're like, well, this one's like in my face. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So he's like, yeah, we're at this gym right now because the other one's like closed indefinitely. The only reason I was comfortable paying $300 was because I didn't feel comfortable working out in a public space. Like I said, I did not like the weight that I was at. I didn't feel confident in myself. I did not like working out at the gym. Like, now I go to an EOS. Like, I go to the gym like 6 days a week, if not 7. I feel comfortable working out at the gym, but it's because I feel a lot more confident in myself. So first of all, your meal plan was fucking garbage, and then this gym was shitty. So I was like, what the fuck? So I told him, like, you know, that's one of the reasons why I was comfortable paying so much money. Like, that is just total bullshit to me. Like, basically, he's like, yeah, definitely understand. Like, we'll make this work though, whatever. So the first day we go to the EOS, this guy is like 15 or 20 minutes late. And my sessions were only an hour. So I'm like, I only have 40 minutes with you now because I'm only going to stay the extra 40 minutes. I'm not going to fucking come in the gym and work out for an hour and fucking 30 minutes. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry. So he texted me, he's like, yeah, just go in the Stairmaster and I'll be there in a minute. And he's like, do you have like an EOS pass? And I'm like, yeah, like, I have an EOS pass, like, whatever. So I was already really mad, like, about that. And I was really vocal about, like, you know, I paid you X amount of money because I wanted to work out in a private gym. So then the next day or the day after, he texts me and he's like, and then he would like be on his phone while he's training me. And it's not like I expect you to, like, you know, beat up my fucking butt, but like, you're on your phone while I'm doing my reps and stuff. Like, I don't necessarily feel encouraged. Like, I don't know. It was just like, he was in shape, so I thought that he was going to be a good personal trainer. But just because you're in shape doesn't mean you're a good personal trainer. But anyway, so the next day, he changes the gym again. But this time, he changes the gym to his apartment gym. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude. He's like, yeah, you said you wanted like a more private gym. This is a private gym. I live in an apartment. I know what apartment gyms look like. They're not the fucking greatest. They have basic machines, you know, shit to do your arms, weights to do squats, a little like fucking elliptical or treadmill, like some, what are those called? The bikes, you know, but they aren't like the gym. Like, they're not like the EOS or like the private gym that they had going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not adequate, like, personal training gyms. They're just not. Like, I wish they were. I wish they had all the fucking equipment that, like, I was looking for, but they just don't. And then it also just kind of rubbed me the wrong way of, like, going to your apartment gym. Like, I'm sure it wasn't meant in this way, but at the end of the day, I'm a girl. I am a girl. I don't want to go to anybody's fucking apartment. I don't want to go to anybody's fucking apartment gym. Like, that is not something that makes me feel comfortable. So I was like, you know, I'm actually really uncomfortable with that. And so the next day I tried out like an Orange Theory or something. I don't go to Orange Theory anymore just because like Orange Theory is hella expensive for no fucking reason. And it's honestly just like soccer moms in there. But at first I liked Orange Theory because, again, I was like, you know, really wanting to, you know, not be like judged because I just didn't like myself. So Orange Theory, you work out in a group setting, but it's not like, it's not a gym. Like, it's a fucking fitness class. So I liked that. So, you know, I texted him and I had paid $300. So I asked, hey, you know, I decided that this is just not going to work out. Like, you know, a lot of unprofessional stuff is happening, like with the changing of the gyms. The meal routine was fucking trash. And so I was like, do you think I could get a refund for half the month since I only came to you for half the month? Which I do not feel like is crazy. And I want to state that he did not like say anywhere like non-refundable. Nothing stated non-refundable. I looked on his Instagram, I looked in our messages. Nothing he has up says non-refundable. Nothing. So I replied, or I said, like, I just want half my money back. Like, you are obviously keep half because you trained me for half the time. But other than that, I just want half the money back because, this was not worth it to me. And again, it said non-refundable, no fucking where. So then hours and hours and hours go by and I didn't get a response. So I texted him again and I was like, honestly, because up until this point, he's replied like quite fast other than when he slept through our first session, which honestly was like the foreshadowing for all of this. So I texted him, I'm like, this is really unprofessional, like, not responding to me when I'm inquiring about like a refund. Like, if it's gonna be like this, I would rather just go through my bank. So he texts back fast to that message and he's like, first of all, so sassy. I hate sassy ass men more than I hate any fucking body in this world. He's like, first of all, I'm graveyard. I don't have to respond when anybody like fucking texts me. Like, I don't jump when you say jump. Like, basically, like, I don't jump when you say jump. I don't offer refunds, so you can have a good time calling your bank. And I was just like, okay, I will. I never fucking call my bank because I'm fucking lazy. I'm sure I could still call my fucking bank because I didn't receive my goods and services. But it was just the fact that, like, you're so unprofessional. And he's like, I offered you a private gym because you didn't like the public gym. You offered me your apartment gym, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? And it just rubbed me the wrong way. Because if I'm not mistaken, the first session, I don't know what it was that fell out of his pocket, but it looked like a fucking royal honey packet that men used to keep their fucking wiener up. I talked to some other people. They said that it could have been like a pre-workout sort of gel or a workout or an energy gel. I don't know. It looked like a honey packet to me. So you already gave me like a vibe. Why the fuck would I want to go to your apartment gym? And so, yeah, and then it was just him being super unprofessional when it came to the refund thing. I was just like, you're sassy and you're weird and I don't know what's wrong with you. So, yeah, that was my experience with a personal trainer. I said I wanted to tell this story, so that's just me telling the story. Fuck him. Fuck that $300 in general. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this story. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into the swing of story times, just doing what I can. But I actually really wanted to make this video. Like, I wanted to make a YouTube video. So that's good for a change of heart, because usually I'd be like, I don't want to make a YouTube video. Like, I don't know. YouTube is just very overwhelming at times. But okay. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this story time. Comment, like, subscribe, and bye guys.